Good morning, everybody. It's time for our Catterday chat. If you haven't, did the button work? What's happening? If you haven't seen humans on camera before, I am Sam. My wife Amanda and I are your fosters. We've been fostering cats for 5.5 years, including Dumpling here, who's available for adoption and will be in an adoption event today. So we'll go over that in a little bit. Yeah, we've been fostering for 5.5 years, specializing in cats under 8 weeks old, as we saw a need for that in the Los Angeles area to save lives. Right, Dumpling? Just like you. Except not you, because you are on the street. This is where goals would appear if that thing was working, but let's just call it hang out and have fun. That is our goal. Let's hang out. Let's have some fun. I want to see some having fun in the chat stuff. We do these chats 3 times a week, Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 9 p.m. and Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. You can find our schedule by hitting !CAL to get our Google Link calendar. That is the most up-to-date. And we do these chats to give updates on the kittens and cats and their progress and things like that, as well as give you an opportunity to ask any questions you may have about them or what we do as fosters or cat care in general or what we're watching on Netflix, anything. So please feel free to ask questions. And if a question comes to you after a chat has ended, use the channel points rewards to find the Save a Question button, enter your question there, and we'll answer it in the next possible chat. And that being said, drop a hi or some emotes in the chat so we know you're listening, but feel free to lurk. But again, I urge you to use this time to actually talk to us. So that it's more interactive. Thanks for the emotes. Boo, 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 boo. Good morning, Insomnia. Hello, CG. Where's memes? No memes today? This is out there. Did I miss anything? A little food spot action. Whoa. Some playlist remarks. Okay. Alright. Coming back to the thing. I need the big. Ooh, the big chat window got closed. Did the Chrome? Oh, yeah, Chrome crashed. I think we're running out of memory. Might need to do something somewhere. Okay, let me get my Chrome windows back so we get our closed captioning, which is going to be one of these tabs. 0 means there are no user questions saved. Did that work? Here we go. Great. And wait, did it open this window twice? Oh, that's fantastic. All right, close that. And is this still working? Okay, good. Okay, I put the sweater on, and now I am regretting it. Oh, it gets too hot in this room very fast because we have the door closed, so the heat just fills the room up. Dumpling, do not. No, not with the trash. Hey, you know, did I give you? I did. For a second, thought I did not give her dry food last night, but I did. I kissed her face. Yeah, I'm not scared to put my face in your face. I know you swatted me that one time, but I trust. We have a bond. So last night, I think Dumpling slept in the bed. Was Aria in the room last night? She was in for a little while. Yeah, no, she slept in the room. That's probably why Amanda's going to be grumpy, because she didn't sleep well, because all of the cats like to curl up on her side. Anyway, yeah, if you're out in Los Angeles, Dumpling will be at an adoption event today in Canoga Park at PetSmart, so you can meet her there. Amanda decided that she had gotten a whole bunch of inquiries, a couple adoption forms, and a lot of people who it didn't seem like had thoroughly comprehended her personality based on her bio. So she decided to go to an adoption event today so people could actually get some face-to-face and see what she's really like and how, shy she really is. So she'll be leaving.
The sad thing is that I don't know if any of those people are
going to show up. Well, then you can be easily written off. So yeah, Amanda's probably gonna leave in like an hour or so. Hour and a half. 11:30. When do you think you need to? You're not. Are you helping to set up?
11:30.
Okay, so 11:30. So we got about 90 minutes to hang out. Somebody says good luck at the adoption event, Dublin. Hey.
Thank you, Sonia.
She'll be there from noon to 3, so probably Aria will stake out in the room by herself, is my guess. I'll figure it out when it happens. Kitty likes the half of the bed. Yeah.
I am eating so much. Tried stretching yesterday,
Yeah.
and I'm like honestly barely stretched. And I'm in so much pain right now.
I almost suggested you do stuff before you walk in bed.
I stretched at school. And I barely did anything. Honestly, like it was like the most minor of stretching possible. So that like, I just not hurt myself. And now every muscle in my body is so tight and I have this pain going down the side of my body, across my back and hips. And I'm like, oh my god.
Well, that's
I can
awesome.
barely move. And I slept like crud.
Is it because Aria ever
No, because I had this pain on my left side and I couldn't get comfortable.
Great. And then you woke up to Betty freaking out. That's awesome. Queen says, I love you, Dublin, Purple Heart. And Sonia says, guess who went to the ER again this morning and found pneumonia?
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, at least you found it.
Crud.
Remember the part where I said you're not allowed to die?
Crud is my favorite word to say. Everything is cruddy. That blows.
Stop this nonsense. You stop it right now, young lady.
I am hoping that they give you something.
Yeah.
They do something to help speed up your recovery.
Okay, Daddy.
Make you feel better soon.
Boy. All right.
Also, you need to rest.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't try and do things. Just rest.
I think she's pretty good about that kind of stuff.
Hello, you're cute. You're cute.
Right. Well, yay. So that's pretty much what's going on. Adoption event, and we'll see whatever else happens. I don't have any big updates. Yeah. Tommy says I was in bad shape when I went this morning. I was coughing so bad that it was causing asthma attacks, which is why I went. Got IV fluids and steroids, and they gave magical controlled substances that made the cough manageable. So I'm feeling better. Got some powerful meds to get me through it now. Okay, well that's good. Jeez. Thank you for the sub, Desmond. Welcome back. Oh, yes, that's right. I got distracted while I was setting up the room, and Dumpling never got her toys, except for the ball tower. I'll be resting out the meds will ensure that. Right on. Oh, sorry, Dumpling. I'm sorry. I was bringing out these toys. Okay. How's everybody doing? Maybe I shouldn't have given her the bird toy during the chat. That's annoying. Here, Dumpling, here's something better. Squinkly.
Yeah, that's slightly better.
I remember when she was such a scared little thing, she's come a long way. She really has. And especially the last couple of nights. She's been sleeping out in the bed with us and
I haven't noticed her in the bed. The one night, yeah, but like last night.
I mean,
when I
she'll
woke up, she
start,
was up there.
when I'm here, she'll start, like, right down there, but by the time you come in, she's moved off, yeah.
Aria's been taking up most of
I
the
know,
place.
yeah.
Aria was here for a while, and then she was up at the pillow for a while. And yeah, Iris was in the bed for a good chunk of the day, night too.
Hey, there's Means. Mean says Mia didn't go to sleep until 11, only just woke up. Right on, we're wondering where you were. How's it going otherwise? Oh. Oh, I miss having that chat monitor. We need to replace that. When's the next Golden West Fair?
Should try and find one or something.
Yeah, maybe. My head feels weird, and Cody broke his car. Like, in what sense? What? He didn't crash it? He just did something dumb to it? Like, what happened? Nothing. I mean, yeah, not that I'll understand maybe. But that's what he does, right? He can fix that, right? Or did he try to fix it and that's what happened? He was trying to get the oil out of the radiator and a hose split. He said it's a $350 part. Gotcha. I mean, that sucks, but could be worse. Speaking of, I haven't checked if I've gotten any messages from that. I dropped my laptop off at a place. No, it doesn't look like I got anything. I'm waiting for them to get back to me with a quote of how much it's going to be to fix it. So, fingers crossed. Yeah, no. And that's with his staff discount. Gotcha. Little Miss Gloom Doom asks, what's the deets on Mila's adoption? I think we have to wait for Amanda to finish posting what she's posting. She's almost done, folks. Says his friend was going to come over in an hour from now and see if we need a ride over. Gotcha. But yeah, so Mila was adopted as a solo, and then we'll check in with Amanda for more details. No, I'm too tired to remember. Busy playing with this astronaut.
And pays text. How?
Cannonair, welcome back. See, that's why you don't tap on the glass. What are you doing? Put the claws away. What happened to the day you were softball? Oh, I read that. Which means I'm going to have to change out those very soon, bring them back. Okay, give me a second. She nicked me. Just be over here for now. It's too dangerous over there. Also, while we wait for Amanda, mark your calendars for February 12th. Provided we have new fosters by then, we will be having our Super Bowl event, probably around 11 a.m. Pacific, which, if you haven't been here before, is our fundraiser to kick off the year for the forthcoming kitten season. We deck out the room in sport paraphernalia, decorations, and we have like all these interactive triggers for the scoring mechanism and things like that. Let's see if I can get something on here. She's children. She's just off. Let's try 4. There you go. Have not been here. You're here now. So now I don't know if his friend is coming up. Okay. How many cats do you have? Hello, Jessica. Right now we have 1 foster cat, but we do have 4 house cats. We recently adopted the other 3 foster cats that we had. Chris and Melissa, who are part of the wolf pack litter, went as a pair. And Mila went as a solo cat more recently. So now it's down to Dumpling here, and once she is adopted, we will get new fosters. There you go. Thanks, Beans. And yeah, for anyone who's in Los Angeles, Dumpling will be at an adoption event today at noon to 3 at the Canoga Park PetSmart. Good question. Thank you. Dumpling has the zoomies. Yeah, she's just getting awake. She just ate. All her toys just came out, so yeah, that's to be expected. Probably put Pip on 6. 6 working? Or is that frozen? That is frozen. Let me fix that. Okay. That should be. There she is. Better. Okay, let's research. I do want to break. Okay. And she's gone. Also, we're working on a deal right now that is going to, it's going to be like our first, I don't know if I can call it a giveaway, but we're talking with a company right now so that we can give out free samples of their cat treats. So fingers crossed on that. It's only going to be available for US and Canada, so sorry Means and anyone else far, far away, but it's a start. So yeah, I think we're gonna get all that set up this coming week. And really, it's a done deal. They just have to send me a sample to review and a unique link and stuff like that. Posted would be stupid to anywhere. Yeah, of course. But we'll figure something out eventually, maybe. Shell and Dova will be super appreciative of some freebies. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't want to say, I don't want to actually say it's good yet until we've tried it, but it looks to be kind of like a churro kind of thing, where it's like a wet treat. But I guess we'll see. So it's like a pouch. It's bigger. I'm not sure what the full weight of it is, but it looks a lot bigger in the picture, so who knows. But also they had it photoshopped next to a kitten and it was the same size, so you can't really judge. It could be this big, who knows. We'll see. It's like a square though, not a long tube like the churros. Oh heck yeah, those kind are their favorite. Yeah. I mean, that's why I was super into it. I was like, yeah, it's like a wet food treat. That's great.
Oh, I should have emailed the social media team and told them to
Yes.
post her yesterday or today.
No. I'm good. It's all good. Are you ready to be here now?
You did it.
Yay, you did it. Amanda did it. You can find the new, is that on for Foster Mama? Oh, thanks, Beans. You can also do the adopt prompt to get that. At least I'm pretty sure you can. Pretty sure that's where I put it. I don't think I put it in the boost. I need to update the boost thing. Have you not made chat big today? I have made chat big today.
As big as he can make it, which is not big enough that I can see it really. I used to be on like a separate monitor, so it was huge.
Oh.
Which is good for us old people.
Yeah. Oh, I missed 28 adoption listings since Dumpling went up. Yeah. I said Insomnia said something that was only 2 lines and had it scrolled off. Yes. Because there was like a floof-bop message. But also, you and Insomnia are both like orange today, so I think I may have just peripherally been like, nope, I read all that. Is it too big then? That's what she said. What?
Inappropriate.
Or not.
Yeah. I'm not awake yet, you guys.
Shocking.
I'm not awake yet.
Bloom Doom says Dumpling is such a beautiful kitty.
She is beautiful, and she's adorable when she plays.
Made it one smaller.
As long as the person who adopts her doesn't want to touch her,
Yeah.
great cat. Like, she's beautiful, she'll play, she's fun, you know?
Yeah, she's a great cat to observe.
Yeah,
With mittens
basically.
on.
She's just, but if you want a snuggly cat, she is
a
not the
snuggly
one.
cat.
If you want a cat that you can occasionally pet, might not be the one. We'll see. If you want a cat that will be tricky to get into a carrier and take to the vet, she is for you. or to trim nails, or to administer meds to, or to do just about anything to where you actually have to handle her.
Right. Mean says I think you should take Mila off names, which then triggered the command. Thank you. Yeah, we could probably take her off by now. Insomnia says, do you think she'll come around over time? And Gloom Doom says she might come around.
I think she will.
I think so.
I think once she's been in her permanent home for a long time, she will, but I don't think she'll ever be like a total cuddle bug. She's just not, you know. She'll eventually get to the point where she's like sleeping with her, you know, owner, or like laying next to them maybe on the couch when they're watching TV. She'll probably be fine with getting petted, but like she's not, I don't think she'll ever be snuggled, like a super snuggle.
Right.
I don't know.
Hard to say. Jessica asks, how old is Dumpling?
Dumpling is 4 months.
She's a teenager. She's going through a goth phase right now. I'm gonna be AFK. Okay. Run.
BFK?
AFK. Away from keyboard. I almost said away from kitchen.
Okay.
Which is how I feel right now.
Wow.
Kitchen, where are you? Dumpling likes the ball
You're
tower.
so far away.
Gloom Doom says, my 8-year-old Tortie has decided she actually likes me in the last 2 years and cuddles with me more than she used to, still on her own terms though. I mean, Ari and I have kind of shifted our relationship in this past year,
Yeah.
I think. She warmed up to me.
It's probably because of all the abuse she's getting from
The kids.
the boys.
Oh, the boys, yeah. That too. Or just that I feed her.
Yeah.
She recognizes, like, if this guy goes away, I might starve.
No, I will feed her if you're not here.
She doesn't know that.
Whatever.
Okay, what are the details of Mila's adoption?
She got adopted on Monday to a guy who doesn't have anyone else.
He's a loner, Daddy.
A single guy, no other pets. He's in his 30s. He's a, professional working dude.
That sounds questionable.
Like he wears a suit to his job, is my guess.
And then
I guess
he
wears
rips
a
it
suit.
off and it comes out with the Velcro seams.
And he makes, I assume he makes decent money. I don't know. Anyways. And maybe he doesn't wear a suit. I don't know. And, yeah. He's had cats in the past.
Okay.
And I don't know. He really liked Mila. He thought she was beautiful.
Yeah. Gloom Doom says, I was surprised she got adopted before Dumpling.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a plethora of people reach out to me about Dumpling, but most of them don't bother to read her full adoption listing. So, with Mila's pretty easy. Mila could go to a home alone, or she could go to a home with other cats. Mila could go to a home with dogs. She could go to a home with kids. Like, Mila was fairly easy to adopt out. She didn't really have any, special requirements or anything like that. And honestly, there are a lot of people out there who really want to adopt just one cat.
Yeah.
And so when you have a cat that can be an only cat, they usually will get adopted quickly.
You need water, kiddo?
Whereas Dumpling needs to have a playmate because she's so young and so active. So that makes it a little bit trickier. Also, Dumpling cannot go to a home with a dog. She cannot go to a home with kids. That makes it a little bit trickier. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, she's so cute, we want her. And I'm like, no, there's a lot more happening here than appearances, you know what I mean? Like, when people meet her and they reach out to try and like pet her and she runs away and doesn't let them touch her, that's gonna be like a big red flag. Like, I feel like people don't really understand the gravity of the situation. And they just think, oh, she's cute, you know? And I actually did have, at the same time that I had a potential adopter for Mila, I had a potential adopter for Dumpling that I actually thought was gonna work out really well, and then that person ended up adopting a different cat. So last weekend, when I met with 2 different people for Mila, I was also hoping to meet with this potential adopter that I had for Dumpling, and then like at the last minute that didn't happen. And then this week I've just been super busy with work, so I got a lot of emails and I didn't get back to people right away. I emailed a bunch of people on Wednesday night, and then I emailed a bunch of people last night. And so last night, most of my emailing was just being really, really bluntly honest about her personality, and then letting people know that we would be at PetSmart today if they want to come and meet her.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, she's just not the cat for everyone, you know, and I feel like a lot of people don't really, they might read, oh, she's quite shy, she's gonna need a lot of time to warm up, she doesn't like to be picked up or held, she's okay with being petted, but like, they read those things, but they don't really like
Absorb them.
listen to them. Yeah, they're just kind of like, oh, she's shy. But like, that's not, she's not just shy. Like, Bonita was shy, you know what I mean? But
Yes.
Bonita was also like extremely affectionate and cuddly and really, really loved to be pet. Like, she would love to nothing more than to like sit on your lap and just have you pet her for like an hour. Like, you know, yeah.
Jessica asks, is Dumpling good in apartments?
Yeah, she would be fine. Space is not really,
Yeah, I mean, she's been content in this little room. An apartment would
Yeah.
be like, yay, more space.
you know, if it's like a 1-room studio situation,
That might be a little.
yeah, that might not be ideal, particularly if there's another cat. Because for one thing, because she doesn't have a, like a lot of times we have litters or we have multiple cats, and so we can pair them up, you know?
Yeah.
And so even though kittens need to be adopted, they can't be like solo kittens, they have to have another kitten playmate. They kind of already have one that they go with, but because she doesn't already have a buddy, that means wherever she goes, she's going to have an introduction to another cat, whether that's a cat that already lives at the home or a cat that gets adopted from Kittenrescue along with her. Yeah, either way, she's gonna have to meet a new cat, which means there's going to need to be a way to separate them. Because they'll need to be separated for a period of time so that they can slowly integrate and meet each other. So if it's like, you know, a studio apartment, that's not gonna be ideal. But she doesn't need to have like some giant house or anything, like, you know, as long as there's adequate play space and whatnot.
Good question.
Yeah, a lot of the people who've applied for her have been really young too.
Right.
Like, you know, anywhere from 19 to 22 years old, and like, that presents its own problems as well, because people that age are generally not settled. They're not going to be staying where they are for a long period of time. They're going to be moving around. They're going to be switching, you know, roommates or whatever. So there will inevitably be a certain number of changes in the near future, where like either location changes or you know, people in the home changes, and that can be difficult for cats who are so reserved and shy as she is too. So somebody in that age range is not really ideal as well. But unfortunately, I've hardly had any people who are older, like in their later 20s or 30s or above, apply for her.
Jessica asks, what about a 2-bedroom apartment? I think that's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I think there's a considerable delay today. So, yeah, I think that was answered basically. Yeah.
Is there food in there?
No, I filled up the water. I gave her fresh water, so I need coffee.
Yes, please. What time is it? 10:37. Okay. Dumpling. Come here. Hi. What you doing? What are you doing? She's been getting along pretty well with Aria. Aria's been hanging out here a lot this week. Now that Mila's gone, Aria's decided that, you know, this room is the place to be because it's quiet and she gets left alone by Moose, and she doesn't mind Dumpling. She's like, I can put up with Dumpling if it means I don't have to put up with Moose. So Aria's been hanging out here a lot. And at first, Dumpling really wanted to play with Aria because she'd been playing with Mila for the last several weeks and, like, you know, really enjoying playing with Mila. But Aria was not really into it. Like, Dumpling tried to, like, bat her tail a couple times or, like, you know, chase her, and Aria was not into it. She kind of, like, growled and stuff. But it seems like over the last couple days, Aria has warmed up to her a lot, and yesterday and last night they were, like, chasing each other around the room. I didn't actually see it firsthand, Sam was just telling me about it, but it sounded like it was playful, and, like, they were just chasing each other and having fun. So that's good. Yes. She seems to get along easily with other cats. Like, we had Moose come in here too for briefly, and she really wanted to play with him as well. What happened? The stream went down, and now we're back? Are we back for real? It's offline? Ugh. Is it back? Are we back? Are we good? We're all good. Okay. Great. That was weird. I wonder if it had to do with, like, the rain or something. Interesting. The stream apparently went down for 5 seconds and is now back.
Oh, when did that happen?
Just now. Waiting for getting coffee.
Okay, well, maybe it won't be as delayed.
Weird.
Okay.
My hair looks crazy.
We're getting another big storm in the Bay Area. Yeah, it's raining here.
Probably should have, like, showered. But no, I don't have time.
I mean, you could. It's 10:40. We could take a quick. Alright. Well, glad we're back. I wonder what that does to our recording session. Well, I guess it doesn't stop it.
Do
what now?
Bagel.
Oh, you didn't eat anything?
No.
Yeah, good food. Okay, so yeah, for anyone who missed it, Dumpling will be going to an adoption event at noon. She'll be leaving in about an hour, maybe a little less. So we'll wrap up the chat around 11:30-ish, and most likely Aria, our house cat, will come play Masquerade as a foster for a little while on the stream. She'll be back. Dumpling will be back around 3:30 to 4 p.m. As the adoption event wraps up at 3. So if you are in the Los Angeles area, you can meet her at the PetSmart in Canoga Park, which is on Ventura. If you go to Cuteavalanche.com/blog, you can find one of our older adoption posts. I did not do one for this event because Amanda figured it out yesterday and I just didn't. I might actually do one after the chat just to get it out, but you can find the address there. Hope she finds her forever home today. Aria is a house cat and a foster kitty. Well, she was a foster kitty. Can't call her foster kitty anymore. She's an adopted kitty. Aria is our logo. But yeah, she'll probably come in because she likes to hide away from the other cats. Dumpling, come here. Okay, goodbye. I might be in here depending on where my motivation takes me when this is all over with, trying to work on some stuff, but I also might make my way out to the garage to do my own stuff in the garage. But who knows? I have no clarity of motivation right now, so we'll see where the day takes me. I had something I wanted to do, and then like game-wise for the stream, and it seemed impossible to do. So, okay, they're back, and Aria's in here already.
Aria just walked in.
Yep. Great. Alright, Dumpling's gonna try and play with you. She's got all the energy.
Mm-hmm.
So she escaped. She like
Dumpling?
no, like Aria last night was like, "Let me out, let me out." This Dumpling was trying to play with her. I assume. I actually didn't see that part, but there was a lot of zooming around in the
Dumpling looks a little thin.
dark. Really?
Yeah.
Hmm. Alright.
What's she eating these days?
The Freedom and Aruba and Drive. And mix it a little bit into some freedom.
How much?
How much? Total? 1.7? Third can?
Each time?
Yeah. What made Aria be a foster fail? So Amanda was looking for a cat. When we started, we had a cat that was taken away from us too soon. We passed on before his time really should have been.
I mean, he was 13. It's not like
Too soon,
it's
damn
not like
it.
he was like a spring chicken or anything.
He was
but
a spring chicken.
It was a shock.
It was very
a
sudden.
shock. It was very sudden. Yeah, it was abrupt. So like, it was very sudden. I
Anyway.
lost my cat, and when I started fostering, I
miss you out.
I missed him, but like, I knew I wasn't really ready yet to adopt another cat, but I wanted to try fostering because I wanted to do fostering since like we had adopted a Nara like 5 years before that. So we started fostering, but when we started fostering, I kind of always knew that, like, I went into it knowing that eventually I was going to be adopting another cat to kind of replace him. Because at that time, when we started fostering, we only had a Nara, and she was Sam's cat. And like, before we lost Avocado, he was my cat, and we would like watch TV and stuff, and like Avocado would be on my lap, and Nara would be on Sam's lap, and then Avocado was gone, and it was like, Nara was very clearly Sam's cat. She like always sat on him. She always followed him around. So like I was, missing having a cat. And my very first cat that I ever had when I was little was a calico, and I never had one since. I've only really had tabbies, and then Avocado was an all black cat. So I was really interested in getting a calico again. And then honestly, Aria was the first calico that came along. And I was just like, sold, I'll take that one. And, you know, her personality changed a lot, I will say that, from when she was a kitten to when she got older. A little bit of her shyness, I think, is probably due to the fact that Iris was very small when we got Aria. And Iris used to try and carry her around and do things to her when she was, you know, like a kitten around like Dumpling's age. And we would always tell Iris, we're like, put the cat down, put the cat down, put the cat down. And then eventually Aria got so big that Iris couldn't carry her around. But by that point, she was a little bit like traumatized by just being like manhandled all the time. Like now she's just like not into being manhandled on anyone's terms but her own.
Yeah.
If she allows you to pet her, then she's into it, you know. If she comes and lays on you, then she wants to snuggle. But like for the most part, she does not like to be picked up. She does not like to be moved. And she really prefers to be alone a lot. Yeah, she's a bit of a loner. And she doesn't really play with any of our other pets. Her and Anara never really got along great. They always just kind of tolerated each other.
Yeah.
Anara kind of picked on Aria. Anara was very alpha. And now that we have the boys, Moose just picks on everyone. I mean, he started with Aria because she was the easy target. And then eventually he moved to Anara, and basically he has now claimed the alpha status in the house, and Anara is no longer the alpha cat. It's really thrown kind of a wrench into our entire cat hierarchy here.
I think this answers where Dumpling is. She's right there. What does that one say on there?
Remember?
Yeah.
Something.
That's the part I couldn't see.
Try something?
Tiny Toons. Elmira. Elmira? Which one is that? Elmira?
Elmira.
I don't remember who that was. Who was that?
From Tiny Toons. There
Which
were like three characters. There was two boys and a girl.
That's
I
not
think
the name.
so.
No.
Right? No? Was
No,
she-
it was
I don't
it's
remember.
one of the other characters.
I don't remember, but I remember that name.
Because that was Dot, was the girl.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Try and school me on Tiny Toons.
Oh my god, it's been
Except
like
for
a
the part where I don't
bazillion,
remember this
hundred,
character.
billion, million years. Hi, Dumpling. What are you doing? Do I smell my coffee?
Alright. She's the girl that freaks out.
Oh, the girl who sneezes
That's
all
what
the
I
cats.
thought. Okay.
That's
Alright.
right.
She
That's right. Yeah, that's
She was
kind of
Elmer Fudd's niece or something.
Right.
She always saw cute animals and would manhandle them
Yeah.
and want to love them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how Iris was. She just wanted to love on all the animals. She still does. But she's more gentle.
Yeah. Is it actually established that she was Elmer Fudd's niece? I know she looked like Elmer Fudd. But I don't remember that actually being a canon kind of thing. Makes sense. Because she looked that way. Alright. Last kitten. Alright, whatever. I think they were related. Okay. That could be. I'm sure they only mentioned it in like one episode or something. Oh, good. Tiny Toons is good. Although that was probably my least favorite segments were hers. Everything else was good. Yes.
So when Dumpling was playing with Aria last night,
Yeah.
was Aria liking it?
It's hard to say. They were running all over the place. Like they would run
But
here,
was it like
up to there.
hissing or growling or anything? I feel
Not
like
until the end.
if Aria wasn't into it, she would have just been like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, she seemed pretty quiet about it for a little while, and then eventually she just started scratching at the door to get out.
Hey, I'm mine. Only.
Insomnia says, I'm going to peel off these EKG stickers and breathe in some steam with scalding hot bath and then sleep the rest of the afternoon. Thanks for the cat chat. Always makes me happy to check in with you guys. Good luck with the adoption event. Alright, good luck with the steam. And get some sleep. Take care of yourself. It's good seeing you.
Better.
Feel better.
Talk now. You cannot eat my bagel.
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Freak her out.
Didn't mean to freak her out. What if I'm here? Okay. What happened to those two harder bagels? The cinnamon raisin. Did those get eaten?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The ones that had to be cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you get it. And then in that Hello Kitty one is a blueberry. Hello Kitty container. So you figure that out.
I'm not gonna eat a blueberry.
No, I know.
I don't like
It's
them.
for bed. I'm certainly.
She's not gonna eat it because it's not in a bagel bag. Because it's a leftover.
Just hand it to her. She won't know. Put her in a bagel bag. Aria is a lovely cat. She reminds me of my cat Sophia. Sophie. Yeah, she's pretty. She's a good cat. As long as you don't try and touch her. This is the room for cats where you don't touch them. No, she'll let you touch her, but you gotta be very slow and soft. And
You have to be really gentle.
gentle.
And she has to be in the mood.
Yeah. She'll tell you what she's done.
She has attacked a few people.
Yeah.
Attacked my dad once.
Yeah.
And
That's mostly, I think, more of a
she
territorial.
like growls and hisses at my mom a lot.
But like, she'll just come plop down on the couch right next to her, like. This is established behavior that triggers her.
I don't think
do
she
that.
realizes. She just is oblivious. My mom is
Yeah,
oblivious to the
yeah.
fact that the cat's even there.
Right.
Like Arya's just blending into the furniture, sitting
Yeah.
on the back of the couch, and my mom will go and like plop down, and then Arya's like,
Yeah.
but honestly, if I did it, she wouldn't react that way.
Yes. She'd just jump and run.
Yeah.
She wouldn't hiss. Right.
I should just
Try.
scoot over.
Try.
Sometimes Arya will go and like lay on things, like she'll get on the table and like lay on papers or something.
Yeah.
And if it's something that I need, and I try and move her, I'm like, Arya, you need to move. I need this stuff underneath you. We've gotten into some fights.
Yeah.
She'll be like, I don't want to move, you know? And then I'm like, trying to move. I'm like, I need this stuff that's under you. Move. And she's just like, gets all bent out of shape about it. And it's like almost come to blows a couple times.
she's
I'm
been,
like, Cat, you better move.
hanging in this room, so I'll come together when it's time to eat.
And she's very,
And she won't leave because the boys are blocking the way. So
Right.
I'll try to pick her up, and she like yells at me. And I'm
yeah.
like, come eat.
Every time I try to take her out of this room, I have to pick her up. She's like, that's why Betty doesn't like to move her out of her bed.
No, I get it.
She sleeps in Betty's
That's why
bed
I don't
during
want
the
to move
day.
her out of bed.
And then at night when Betty goes to bed, she's like, wants Arya out of her bed, but she calls us to come and get Arya because she's afraid to move her.
Yeah, it's super fun. For a $50 donation right now, I will attempt to move Aria.
Oh God, no. Let her be, she's relaxing. That's just mean. Ah, no! I tried to put my napkin up here and it fell in the litter box.
Cool, I'm not getting that. That's gross. It's gross on two fronts.
Just
Aria does not want to leave the room. No, she really doesn't. Gloomdoom says my tortilla is the same way. Yeah. Yeah, the only reason that when it's dinner time I make her leave the room is because she will attempt to eat Dumpling's food otherwise, so she has to come eat on her own.
Hi. My bagel's gone.
You want tasty butter? I do not have butterfingers.
So I do have a friend who,
Yeah.
a foster friend,
Sure.
Heather, who has a lot of
Yes.
experience with shy kitties like Mila, kitties who were trapped sort of
Said Mueller.
like Dumpling, who were trapped at kind of an older age, sort of on the outside edge of that socialization window. So has a lot of experience with cats like that. And she has another kitty that is Dumpling's age, who would be a great playmate for Dumpling. And Heather's also adopted out cats like that, who are like Dumpling, who are really, shy and avoidant. So I spoke to Heather about taking Dumpling so that she could spend some time working with Dumpling a little bit more, since I obviously have no time because of work. And then that way Dumpling would also have a friend, and then that way the responsibility of, trying to find her a home would be lifted off of my shoulders and given to Heather, who I think would do a really good job. I trust her immensely. There's probably nobody at Kittenrescue I would trust more, except for maybe Bridget. So there's a potential chance that Dumpling will be going to Heather's soon, like maybe tomorrow or Monday. I should actually check in with her.
She owned Dumpling.
I believe Evelyn Gray has taken over the job of forwarding apps to people.
Okay.
Evelyn used to be in charge of the spay neuter clinics,
Right.
and then sometime last year she passed that on to somebody else, to Peggy, I think, and now she's taken on this role because they clearly were like, we need somebody to help with this,
Yeah,
because they
that
were
was
getting
ridiculous.
passed out
What's
time to
going
time.
on?
So the other day she sent me an app, or like an inquiry for Dumpling, and was like, another one for Dumpling. I wish I had $1 for
Right.
every, email I get about her. I'd have about $50. But what she doesn't understand is every inquiry isn't necessarily an application,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And just because I get tons of emails where they're like, how much is she? Will she do good with a dog? How old is she? It doesn't mean I ever hear from those people again,
Yeah.
once I answer their question,
Right.
And the people who have actually filled out applications are like, there were a bunch of people who didn't have other cats.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, she needs to be adopted with another cat, or like a bunch of people who were uber young, and, and I haven't had a lot of time to just spend emailing people back and forth all week long. So it's taken me, a couple days to get back to people. I get back to them, I ask them questions about their cat, or, I ask them for, if it's somebody who feels like isn't ruled out immediately because they have kids or dogs or whatever, or they only want one cat, then I start asking, more in-depth questions. And then last night, all of those people, I said, well, hey, come to PetSmart and meet her then, you know, but like, anyway, so Evelyn just texted me and said, I have more apps for Dumpling, is she still available? Like, yes, she is. I know you're finding that hard to believe, but you know, I get it that she's getting more attention than other cats that are on the website, but that's normal.
Right.
All color points do.
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, I mean, Ben knows this, people don't read the info.
Yeah.
They look at the pictures and apply. Yeah. Like, they don't bother. They
skim
over the bios, and they pick out what they want to pick out, and they ignore the rest.
I think you should update the bio so that the first line reads, warning, this cat is toxic or poisonous.
Sure.
And then if you've made it this far, here's the truth.
Well, I've considered, like, I wrote that whole thing in the email yesterday that I was sending out to people.
Sure.
Because basically I was like, okay, if you don't have a dog, if you don't have children, if you have another cat, or, you know, you're planning to adopt two or whatever, like, if you've made it past those things, then I was like, okay, let me tell you a little bit about Dumpling. I want to be very transparent about her personality. And then I basically just put it all out there, very honestly. And then I'm like, if you're still interested after learning all of this, please come to PetSmart and meet her. So, like, you know, I'm trying to...
Right.
Because there are people who, like, just want super cuddly cats.
Yeah.
And I don't want those people, because I don't then want to have to deal with somebody texting me a billion times a day about she won't let me pet her. You know, like, this is not the cat for you if that's what you want. And honestly, most people want a cat they can cuddle with.
Right.
So, anyway, and I did have, originally when I had that potential adopter from last weekend who I thought was going to be meeting her, I had told all of the other people who'd inquired about her, she has an adoption pending.
Right.
You know, when that adoption didn't work out, I went back through the list and I picked out those that I thought might be possibilities, and I did reach out to them and let them know, hey, her adoption didn't go through. But to be honest, that was like 2 people.
Right.
You know, there were 2 people of all those people that I felt like could potentially work.
Yeah.
So, just because she gets a lot of emails doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
Most of the time, they're just like asking questions and then never responding.
Yeah. You didn't CC me on that email that you sent to everybody.
I posted it today. I used the text from that and I put it on Instagram.
Okay.
I can email it to you.
No, that's fine. I can grab it off that. Just if you don't come out of this with a potential adopter, I'm going to make a video.
But also, she's probably going to go to Heather's. If she doesn't
true.
meet somebody today who's going to adopt her, she's probably going to go to Heather's and she's going to end up getting paired up with the other kitten, and then that's going to be on Heather to find somebody for her. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to forward you this email.
Okay. Yeah. It's still content for the
Cuteavalanche or Sam?
Cuteavalanche. Best to keep all the cat stuff in one place. Really hope this computer thing really works out for less than $1,000. That other computer is so hard to use for me. Right. 11:06. So we got about 20 minutes left before Amanda starts getting ready to leave. Any other questions? We don't have any saved ones. Happy 3-day weekend to those of you who get Monday off. So next month on the second Sunday of February, the 12th, we'll be having our Super Bowl live stream, provided that we have new fosters. This is the pre-month where I panic that we don't, and then it always has worked out, but every year it's been like, I assume we're gonna have cats, but who knows? But yeah, we'll be decking the room out in sport decoration and doing a live fundraising event to get ready for kitten season 2024, 23? What year is it? Who knows? Nobody knows. And then in March, we'll kick off the St. Patrick's Day game once more. Oh, and the Valentine's Day thing is coming up. I have to start thinking about any new updates for those two things, or three things, I guess. So yeah, Valentine's Day is what, a few days after the Super Bowl? Super Bowl? Means hasn't come back yet? Right. It's not a game. The Valentine's event is really just an interactive, like, there's a bunch of cute, artsy triggers that you can bring up on screen, and then you can send messages to the cats. St. Patrick's Day is a game. The other stuff is really just interactive stuff. Interactive events. Dog, hey. Did she hiss at you? Did the big cat hiss at you? Yeah, we'll probably run the Valentine's stuff, like the minute the Sunday event is over, we'll flip it on, and then it'll go for like a week or two. I don't know how long we ran it in the past. Dumpling likes to hide out under the Christmas pillow, so she's been over there. Which I guess I could put back this, but she moved, so... No, she's in the tunnel or right next to it now. There she is.
Also, if people are looking at adoption listings on the phone, the layout is different. So all of that info that's on the sidebar of their bios that says like how old they are, what type of cat they are, like what their breed is or color is or whatever. And then it says like, are they good with cats? Are they good with dogs? Are they good with kids? All that info that's on the right there is at the very end. Right. When you're scrolling on the phone, like if you're on a computer, it's like photos, bio, and then all that information. Right. When you're doing it on the phone, all that stuff is at the very end, like way under all the bio and everything. Really. So yeah, so it's really hard to see. So I had people, asking me about dogs or people with young kids and stuff, and I was responding to them saying, as mentioned in her adoption listing, she cannot go to a home with kids or she cannot go to a home with dogs. And I had people be like, it doesn't say that in her listing. If it did, I wouldn't have blah, 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 blah. And then later they wrote me again and said, oh, I was looking at it on a mobile device. I see it now way at the bottom. Sorry. And I'm like, yeah, so, you know, and then if they're looking at it on Pet Finder or Adopt a Pet or something like that, it could be different layout as well. Things could be harder to see because it doesn't necessarily say in her bio, it just says she needs to go to a quiet home. She's really shy. She needs somebody who has the time to work with her. And then it just says, is she okay with dogs? No. Is she okay with kids? No. Like, I don't specifically in her bio say she has to go to a home or like she cannot go to a home that has kids or dogs. Like, I just say she has to go to a quiet home. Whereas in Mila's, I put, is she okay with dogs? Yes. Is she okay with kids? Yes. But then in her bio, I explained it a little bit more and said she would do okay with kids over, like, I think I said 7, and then that she would do okay with a cat-friendly dog who was calm, given a slow introduction. I also said that we have never seen her interact with a dog, but we assume based on her personality, that's how she is. So, what are you looking at?
Pet Finder. I was curious what looked at is going. I think I have to find her actual listing to get a sense of it, or at least a Kittenrescue one, because the one I saw was like 3 words in the bio. I'll be right back.
Aria is an epic cat. They named a casino in Vegas after her. She's named after Arya from Game of Thrones. We have a whole Game of Thrones in glitter. And Arya was my favorite character on Game of Thrones, and so she was my favorite cat in that litter, so she was the one who got that name. And when we ended up keeping her, I didn't really want to change it. Oh, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 11:15. I have to start getting ready. Holy moly. Alright, so let's start getting ready. What do we need to take to PetSmart? Bring you this fuzzy blanket. Two fuzzy blankets because it's cold and rainy. Bring you this little bowl that you like to sit in because it's cute. That would have been smart. I should have made you a little bio thing to put on your... what was I thinking? Why did I not make her a poster last night to put on her page? Anyway, my brain is not with it these days, guys. I'm not very smart anymore. Something has happened to me. Sorry, Dumpling. But I feel like we should bring you. Ah! Feather launch toy go. We'll bring you your treats and churro and your launch toy. And what else should we bring you? I need a big blanket for the bottom of your crate. Hey, Aria. Can you say hi to the people? Aria, you want to go to the adoption event? Probably not. She would absolutely freaking hate that. She would absolutely hate that. What does this say? Take the day off, you deserve it. There it goes, Dumpling.
Hey, Nathan. The check was so crazy while I was out for a minute.
Where is Dumpling going? It's okay, Dumpling. We will be with you in spirit. Yeah, she's just going to the adoption event today. She's not like leaving permanently or anything yet.
Yeah. How's it going, everyone? Come on, Nathan. The room is not going to be empty soon. Aria will be here. Hi, Nathan.
This blanket has holes from loose.
Yes.
Alright. My stuff is packed.
Okay.
Clean up a bit. Go get dressed.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Should I wrap up the chat?
That is totally up to you. Go in here and chat with people, or you can wait until you officially leave.
Sure. No way, I suppose.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. See if there's more questions.
Okay. Aria wants to go. She does not. She just wants to run on stuff. She would be very angry if we attempted to put her into this little ass carrier. She is very happy to have the room to herself for the day. Yeah, so for anyone just joining us, Dumpling, the kitten, will be going to an adoption event at the Canoga Park PetSmart from noon to 3 p.m. So if you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to go meet Dumpling, you can totally do that. In the meantime, Aria will be taking over as the main center of attention. She is not available for adoption, but is very pretty. So she'll be here until Dumpling returns, and possibly even still at that point. And I might be in and out working on things in the, no playlist, unless Aria decides she needs to leave the room. I don't anticipate putting the playlist on. I may come in to either work on updating some old chatbot stuff or working on some of the new events for the Super Bowl or Valentine's Day. I don't have any big plans for updates to the St. Patrick's Day thing just yet, so I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. Like I have this time, so I feel like I should use it to work on some stuff, but I don't really have any thoughts or motivation to do it, so I may end up just not coming into the room to work on things. But we'll see. Maybe once I like open it all up and look at it, I'll be like, yeah, I'll do this, whatever this is. Here's an exciting idea. Oh, maybe I'll just clean up the old chat routine, which used to put a countdown before the chat would start. I would like to get that back up and going. I did figure out how to connect. This is very geek stuff for anyone who's interested in geek stuff. I did figure out how to connect IFTTT to our chatbot. IFTTT is basically an event trigger relay. So you may have seen whenever we post a new YouTube video, it'll post in the chat that a new YouTube video has been posted with the link to it. That is part of that chatbot IFTTT connection. So in theory, I should be able to do the same thing with our Google Calendar events. There's one of the Valentine's Day things. So an hour before the chat, it'll go to that countdown because the Google Calendar through IFTTT will tell it to do so. That's the plan, at least. And possibly, like, I can do a whole world of things, like 4 hours before it'll change this to be like, chat today. Yeah, we'll have some automations. Automations from Nathan. Can it? Boom. Yeah, I'll see if I can't get some more of those things for the forthcoming events. I want to get some more for Super Bowl. And let's see if I can find any more Valentine's Day ones and the St. Patrick's Day trigger or two, so we can get all those things going. Because yeah, you got about a month ready. Or a month ahead to plan for those two events, 2 months for St. Patrick's Day. So this is the time where I start to do that. Dumpling wants to leave. That seems unlikely. She's just like, what's this thing? What's happening? What are we doing here? What's this big chumpy? Open the tap. Did anyone tell you there's a weird sound coming through today, kind of gurgling like underwater, with toilet flushing, or is it just me? That would be called rain. I think what you're hearing is rain. Yeah. It's hitting like a tin canister or aluminum canister. Kind of gives a weird reverby thing as well. Yeah, that's the rain. It's probably, I'll take a look at it. It's probably what's happening is, I don't even know if this is still on. Let me take a look. We had filters to do like noise suppression and stuff, and it's probably right at that limit. And it's like, I don't know what this noise is, so I'm not doing anything. So it's just warbling it or something. I'll get some headphones in here and see if I can adjust it at all. But sound is really just not my friggin' thing. Are you gonna need to build an ark? Yeah, I already made that joke on Twitter, so. It never rains in California, but it decided to make up for that in the last few weeks and drop out. Yeah, it's been non-stop. It's been really crazy. I mean, we had like a couple of days of just sun, but it was still so cold and wet out from the previous like 4 days of insanity. Wishing we had like a rain bucket or a rain barrel, but it's generally not worth it because you never get rain. Yeah. Yeah, our area is one of the areas that has a flood warning, so that's super exciting. And then tempted to go down to check out the LA River, which is usually just a sidewalk, like a, not even like a trickle, it's just usually just dry. Like there's nothing there. But I'm sure at this point it's hitting the wall. This is yoga with cats, for cats. The wind took the roof off an apartment building down the street from us. Holy jeez. I did, oh, where was that tree? I was driving to pick something up and like I saw a downed tree and I was like, man, that thing was super close to it causing some real damage and they just lucked out literally by like centimeters. Like, if it had been just this much over, it would have really messed up their house. But yeah, it's been nuts. It hasn't been too like windy or like lightning. I haven't seen a lot of like heard thunder or seen lightning. It's just been a very consistent downpouring. So like I think that's fine. Hopefully this means we're gonna get just a ton of apricots on our apricot tree this year and our fig tree. I think it's too late for the orange tree to really gain the benefit of this because it's already full of fruit. But who knows? Dumpling, are you gonna be good for the people? Do you want to meet the newbies? No. It never rains, but it pours. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to get more coffee if we're gonna keep up like this. I'll be right back. Whoa! Just tried to take me out. You guys saw that? You're all witnesses. I've returned. Wow. Are you sure it was the wind or did meth lab explode? Meth lab. Nah, Bay Area. Oh, no, not that. That's not what I want. Yeah. Nathan, you missed it. I did a thing earlier that I was specifically thinking of you. Amanda was talking about how Arya here, if you attempt to move her, will basically growl at you, and if you hold on to her for too long, she'll probably like swat at you. And I said, for $50, for a $50 donation right now, I will attempt to carry Ari. But nobody took me up on it. High face. Hey! I have a few cats around my yard and I want my dogs to be a bit more friendly to them. Any thoughts? So not cats that you own. I'm not very much a dog behavioralist. So the best thing that I can think of is probably to feed the dogs when the cats are around, or at least give them treats, so they make the association of like, oh, this is a good thing, you know? But yeah, I don't know enough about dogs and your dogs in particular to be more specific than that. I would say reach out to someone who's more knowledgeable on dogs specifically. Right on. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to start it, is just making good associations. It's basically the instruction we give when you're trying to make two cats get used to each other. You separate them in different rooms, feed them at the same time on either side of a door, so that they just get used to the sounds and the smells of each other. Obviously, this is a little bit more freeform, as this is what happening outside. So I don't know how much control you have on that. But good luck. Come back with an update. Maybe I can pair up with someone who, I used to know someone who was a dog trainer. I wonder if I have that guy's info somewhere. I used to be big on, this is such a weird sidetrack to go down, but I was big into Fiverr for a few years, and like to the point where they invited me to like a few events, and I met this dude there who was a dog trainer. That was 7 years ago. I'm sure he's still a dog trainer, but I don't know. He would remember me whatsoever. Or where I have his information. But if I can find it, maybe I'll see if I can get some knowledge. I've been thinking about possibly in the coming year launching a podcast, which would be more geared toward cats, but it's possible we could just take on animals in general, or cats and dogs. I just wish other cats would stay out of my yard. The dog is not a deterrent. They poop on the lawn and he tries to eat it if I don't see it and stop him. Well, that's a whole different issue. What is happening here? Aria, you're not going to the adoption event. Let's zoom in on this. That carrier is not even big enough for you. No, it really isn't. I'll get a picture of this. She looks ridiculous. Aria. She's making biscuits in there. Are you making biscuits in the carrier to go? Oh, she's making biscuits in there. I see Means is coming. Hi, Ari. I have one at the adoption event. She's not. Don't encourage her. Sam is in my head, reading my mind, which is good because I don't often read your chat. Since no whiteboard yet, which I actually dug one out in the garage. I actually have two. I have to give Amanda the choice of which one she wants. Since no whiteboard yet, would you do name on New Year board for 5 days for 2,000 bits? No. This thing's a pain in the butt to update. Where's my hand? That's how that works. Writing mucho easier. What is 2,000 bits? $20? I mean, maybe. Maybe I would. You're not gonna do it, though. You're just gonna ask questions. 5 days, though? I don't know that it would probably go longer just because of laziness. What's a good bit rate? What's a good bit rate, guys? Like, like 40? No, what do you think is a good amount of bits to get written onto the whiteboard, though? Gonna need some suggestions for that. And what does that last, like, between chats? Little Miss Gloom Doom may do it, though, right? Sure. Oh, but that is a cable. Oh. Have you unplugged cameras? I gotta clean this mess up. Maybe that's what I'll do today. I can manage this whole mess. Flippy cat with the food. It's so rare to actually see those be used together. That is the intention. Well done. Oh, I have not updated our emotes in a while. What do we have right now? Do we still have holiday ones up? How do I even see our own emotes? Holy crap. I have to go in the back end to do this. No, there is no whiteboard yet. That's what we were saying. It'll go over there, probably, somewhere in this area. Don't clip my hand. Oh, thanks. That's all the emotes? Yeah, alright. Got it. So yeah, it's probably time to get rid of those Christmas ones. Was it 4? Was it 4? And then I can threaten to get rid of that black cat and Means will yell at me. That Halloween cat. So 4. Okay. Black cat! Boing! Like that. That's fun when that hits the bottom and bounces. It's the only one that looks logical. It wasn't meant to be your hand. She did a pretty epic... No, I did. I know. It was pretty good. Nice emotes. Okay. Is that bear? The emote is just random black cat that I found. It is not an Insomnia Doodles doodle. Yeah, she's right there. Why did that not? Why is that chiming when I do that? Weird. Probably. Okay.
Oh, hi, Aria.
She is available for adoption.
I had a mishap in that.
Oh no.
This. I tried to like put a little bit of makeup on, and it turned into a lot of makeup, and it's too much, and I feel like I look really weird, and I kind of just want to go wash my whole face off now. And then I also was trying to like hide the fact that my hair is super greasy,
You're just going for like, you know, modern goth. That's not what you're doing. It's like an homage to Wednesday Addams, is that?
See, I should have just taken a shower. My hair is greasy and I don't like it.
May consider the moose was in the carrier. Going to a rave, Amanda?
That's kind of what I look like. I think I'm
Ready
gonna go
for the
in the
club.
bathroom and just wash my face.
Don't listen to them.
I look really weird. And my eye, you can tell that
Bloomberg
my
says, you look pretty.
my eye is very droopy.
Well, don't do this.
And like, it's just
Guys, does this
highlighted.
look weird?
Oh my god. I can't look at myself.
It looks weird when I do this. Seriously? It's 11:43. You don't have time for that. Okay. I'm gonna go put real shoes on because she's only carrying one cat. She probably doesn't need me to take the carrier to the car. I don't have to do that. Never mind. I may still go put real shoes on just because I find that comfortable. It's not too bad. It's 5 p.m. somewhere. That's why this isn't coffee, it's Kahlua. It's not really. Oh yeah. No, she's not taking 2 cages, she's just taking Dumpling. Aria will have to move and be grumpy about it. Why is this your preferred place to hang out? Such a weirdo. Dumpling seems perplexed. Why is big cat in small carrier? No, moose will not fit in that carrier. I don't know why this has suddenly decided that it needs to make noises when people do the Zoom. That's super weird. Twitch that tail faster. Yeah, so she'll twitch her tail, and then kittens will like think, hey, I need to play with it, and then she'll get grumpy about it, but it's consistently a thing that happens. So I really think she does it on purpose. I've been here when my grandma called to look at them. Nice. Maybe give Dumpling a little catnip to help with the stress of going to the adoption event. I think Amanda wants her to be her truest self so that people really understand that she is, you know, going to be a difficult cat and she's not just a pretty face. It's to, you know, meet expectations. How do you phrase that? What the hell is that phrasing? To set expectations accurately, more or less. Because we've gotten a bunch of emails from people who are interested, but really they just see this cute cat and don't read the bio that says, you know, this cat is not a lap cat. Grandma is in a home and told her if she wanted to see kittens and chat to call at 1 p.m. Eastern. Nice. Very cool. Oh my god. There's only 28 days until the Super Bowl. I can't tell if you've done anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I go look at the washcloth in the bathroom. It's like black.
Alright, it's fine. Come on, Aria.
Go,
We're gonna
Aria.
get out of that. It wasn't that long ago. It was 28 days till Katniss. It's true. And then I was able to hint to a nurse that she needs a nap daily. Nice. Bye, Dumpling.
Okay, now I'm officially late.
I know.
What time is it?
47.
Holy crap. I should
It
be
was
there right
43
now.
when you went back
Yeah.
to do things.
I should be there right
Yes, I know. Go. Bye.
Alright, sorry everybody.
Hi, Amanda.
Have a great day.
You don't need help, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, love you, bye, good luck. Fun, yes? Godspeed, Amanda, for your quest is noble. Good luck, Dumpling. Yes, thank you. Enjoy those biscuits. Aria, now is your time to shine. The screen is yours. Snazzy gum boots. Yeah, we just call them rain boots. This is it. This is Aria's opportunity. My throat is sore from talking, so I drank all my drinks. That's it? You have no more drink? Sorry to hear that. Which reminds me, I need to go make more coffee in a little bit. I'll ride this out until noon, I guess, if we're still chatting. And then I'm going to take a break, and I will be back to mess around with some chat stuff. So, feel free to stick around. Aria, missing the cage. Yeah. Now Simba is looking at me like, food. No, food is at 4 p.m. and they keep pushing it. That's how our cats are. It's like 5 p.m. is dinner time, but around 4 o'clock they're like, hey, what are you, you're just existing over there. We could be eating right now. Give the peasants 10 more minutes. That's right. Let them eat kibble. Alright. Well, now that she's gone. Yeah, I really have no idea what I want to do with my day. The girls would be happy to watch TV for another 2 hours. We'll push things off tables and get in my face. Yeah. We're pretty good about them not pushing things off tables for the most part, but they will be very vocal. And like they'll just all line up and sit at you. I posted a video on Instagram or, yeah, I think it was on any of the vertical platforms where they're all just lined up waiting wherever I was. I should probably feed Kitty before I forget. I usually feed her before I bring Dozer back in, but it's all different today. He was in almost an hour earlier. Gotcha. They get kibble for breakfast as I don't have the energy to mix water in. Lunch and dinner are wet food, and bedtime snack is a small bit of kibble. Right on. What's going on? Hang on. You guys good? You taking a break? Still? Okay. Yeah. What did you eat? You had a bagel?
I asked Mommy if I could have a candy and she said have some breakfast. I had a bar and cereal.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
fine. You're not her parent. Good lord. I'm gonna take a look at our calendar. I haven't looked at this recently. The chat stuff is fine, but we do have some actual events coming up. I should make sure that those are on here. Yeah, February 12th, we have the Super Bowl. I don't have a Valentine's Day thing. And don't have St. Patrick's Day, so I need to add those events. Now I gotta go yell at children. Coming out. Hey, Betty. And back. Where are we at? About challenge. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna wrap up. Go get I didn't have a very big breakfast. I'm gonna go get a little more food, and then I'll be back in like 20 minutes maybe to try and work on some stuff. Sounds good? Great. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Our next chat will be Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 2100 on the clock here in the corner. And mark your calendars. February 12th is our Super Bowl, which should be happening at 11 a.m. It's possible that we'll adjust the time based on whatever cats schedules that we have at that time. Thanks for hanging out. If you've got an Instagram account and you want to share your fur pals with us, make sure to use our hashtag Cuteavalanche in your caption. It'll show up here. And we'll catch you next time. I'll be back in like 20 minutes.